Last week, I updated my No Way Home display with the recent No Way Home figures, recreating the final battle scene at the construction site and the fallen shield. I usually don't put that many figures into one display, but it turned out pretty epic. Check it out if you're interested. But by updating the display, it meant that I had to take out the black suit Spider-Man and the Venom figures. These two in particular deserve a display in my opinion. Okay, it's because I did the black suit not that long ago, and he looks so good next to Spider-Man 3 Venom. That is why today I'm gonna make a display for them. Hello, this is Ken. I like making things. Whether it's repainting my figures or making diorama displays, I love making things look awesome. My goal is to elevate my figures so they can shine on my display. Join my DIY adventure as I ask myself the same question every week. Can I make it? Since it's only Spider-Man and Venom, I'm not gonna make a full-size display for them. I've been making these mini displays for a while now. I love that these displays don't take up too much space, and I can capture a specific scene or location in a very specific format. Best of all, I can highlight figures that are otherwise overlooked. So for this display, I want to feature the bell tower. Since there's only one level to this display, I can only imply that there's more beneath this floor. The hole in the middle is where the symbiote climbed down and attached itself onto Eddie. I want to capture the mood and tone of Spider-Man 3. The overall movie felt very cool toned. That is why I'm gonna keep my display mostly gray and blue. I can't forget the bell itself. I don't know what to do with it yet, but I'll figure it out. Alright, let's build. Starting with the base. These displays all follow the same format. A floor piece and a wall piece. It's the most basic kind of display. That is why I always try to add a couple of 3D elements to make them look more immersive and less like wallpapers. To capture the feel of a church bell tower, I'm gonna make the floor and the walls thicker, adding some stone columns on the side to make it look more three-dimensional. Hopefully this will also give the impression that this is only part of a tower. As for the bell, I don't want it too small, but I also don't want it too big. It may play a pivotal role in the creation of Venom, but I don't want it to take over the display. It should be there to enhance the scene. That is why I don't want to hang it up in the air. It's too static and it's just gonna take up space. It looks more interesting if I just lay it on the floor. And the only reason why it's on the floor is because the symbiote knocked it off. So let's make some slime. In Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 3, the symbiote is quite stringy and web-like. I also want to make some of these pieces more claw-like it's in pain or reaching for something. It's quite difficult to get the hot glue to do exactly what I want. So I'm making a couple of pieces and I'll just use whichever ones look best. I had to do the fingers separately and attach them one at a time with hot glue. I then painted them black and added a coat of glossy varnish over them to give them that slimy finish. And to add more drama to the scene, I'm gonna make a Daily Bugle newspaper. After all, this was the reason why Eddie hated Spider-Man. Let's put everything together. Ooh, it's looking good. I love that it kinda looks like a crime scene. It looks like the aftermath of the symbiote's attack. And because the bell isn't attached to anything, I can lean it against the wall too. Or I can take it away for more space. What do you think? Do you like the display? I love the Daily Bugle prop. It turned out so cool. The symbiote pieces turned out okay too. They look a little weird individually, but I stacked some of them together and they don't look too bad. Alright, let's bring in Black Suit Spider-Man. I want to make it look like Peter is struggling with the symbiote. Since I can't make it look like he's ripping the suit off, I'm gonna make it look like the symbiote is trying to attach to him instead. Alright, let's add a bit more mood to the scene. I'm gonna add a bit of blue light to the side, so it looks like Spider-Man is being lit from the rainy sky outside the tower. Ooh, I love how this turned out. It looks quite theatrical, and I think I captured the feeling of the iconic scene quite well. But I'm not done. I want to try other poses as well. Let's try a more basic pose. Where should I put the bell? Okay, no bell. I want the focus to be on Spider-Man, so I'm just gonna add the symbiote pieces instead. Can't forget the newspaper. There we go. This looks pretty cool too. The bright blue background makes the black suit pop so nicely. It's like a halo around Spider-Man. Okay, let's try another pose. A little bit more ominous. Okay, Venom's turn. I'm gonna make him hold the newspaper, obviously. And make him more menacing with the goo. Can't forget the bell. This looks pretty awesome too. It looks like he's ready to go after Spider-Man. But that's not my goal today. My goal today is to display both figures together. There we go. They look so cool. They look like a dynamic duo. Even though they never share the screen, they need to be displayed together. I'm glad I decided not to hang the bell. I can now move it around and even use it as a prop for Spider-Man to stand on. Or tuck it at the back and let it blend into the background. I was nervous that the bell would take up too much space, but it kinda worked out. I just have to move things around here and there. Alright, photoshoot time. Starting with the display. By itself, I don't think I captured the look of the bell tower accurately, but it definitely looks better as soon as the figure is present. This display was a last-minute decision, and I'm glad I decided to do it. I didn't want to put these two figures away, and now they have a home. Alright, give this video a like because there's more. I did not forget about the other Venom figures. Okay, it's been a while since I've seen the Venom movies, but I believe Tom Hardy's Venom was in a church, especially in the second movie. The comic book Venom looks really good in this set too. The animated symbiote Spider-Man fits right in. I'm having flashback of the 90s cartoon. I've only painted a handful of animated characters so far, and I've never made displays for them. Does this work? Is the cell shading clashing with the more realistic kind of background? Let me know down below. The blue sky looks really good against all the figures. But ultimately, this is my Spider-Man 3 display, so this is only temporary for the other symbiotes. Alright, let's end this for the photoshoot for real. My favorite thing about this display is still the Daily Bugle newspaper. I want to make a bunch of them and make a newspaper stand. But back to the overall display. I'm a tiny bit surprised at how many variations and combinations I managed to do. Movie Venom and comic Venom both look good on the display, but what surprised me is that the animated figures look even better on it. Maybe I can do a cartoon version of this display, but that may be too similar. I like having unique displays for my figures. I'll figure something out eventually, but for now, I accomplished my goal and made a cool little display for my Spider-Man 3 figures. What do you think? Do you like what I've done? Let me know down below. Don't forget to give this a like and subscribe to see more content like this. And as always, stay inspired and I'll see you next week. I can make it, so can you.